Psych, that's the 2011 one. Here's the new one. So I got two of these bad boys to test whether or not the upgrades are worth it for this machine. But that discussion is for another video. This video is going to be more general. The question is, should you buy a new iMac? Well, yes, but no. For those who need a computer right now, the highest spec base model is amazing. I've never had a powerful Macintosh before, as I've used the 13 and 15-inch MacBook Pros, and those laptops could not edit 4K videos smoothly. I now finally have a Mac that can edit 4K video and have really fast export times. I'll also be making a video discussing the export times of Final Cut Pro. The only comparable computer that I have is my Hackintosh. But after running some tests, the Hackintosh actually performed significantly worse in terms of export times. So let's get back to the iMac. The 5K display is amazing. It actually supports HDR now, which is kind of unique, and I'll be researching more into that. The ports in the back include 4 USB 3 ports, 2 Thunderbolt 3 ports, a UHS 2 SD card slot, a gigabit Ethernet port that you can upgrade to the 10 gigabit Ethernet port, and some audio ports. Sure, the design is outdated, but Johnny Ive did a great job making this design last. Let's talk about the value proposition of this iMac versus a similarly spec'd PC. All of the PC components, so the CPU cooler, the GPU, the RAM, the hard drive, the power supply, the case fans, and a 5K monitor. That's a lot of stuff. The price of those components summed up to nearly the same price as the iMac. But I forgot to take in consideration the keyboard, mouse, webcam, and microphone as well. Those don't come with a PC. So when added together, the PC is actually equal to, if not more than, an iMac. Not to mention the convenience of not having to build a PC. The iMac just has it all in one monitor. But what about the upcoming iMacs with Apple Silicon? I'm guessing that at the end of this year, the new 24-inch iMacs will be coming out, but the 27-inch with Apple Silicon is probably not going to be here until next year. If you can wait. So again, if you need a computer right now, this iMac is great. Just get one of the base spec models, start creating your content that you want to create, and if you really need that performance in the future, then sure, sell the iMac and then get the new Apple Silicon chips. But if you're impatient, like me, my highest end base spec model does not disappoint. Just start creating content. So what about gamers? Do people actually use the iMac for gaming? If you really want to, sure, these are pretty capable. The 5500 XT GPU is pretty solid. It probably can't run ultra high settings, but if you turn down the settings a bit, you'll probably get some light 1080p gaming done. If you upgrade to the 5700 XT, I'm sure gaming performance will be pretty good. 3D rendering will probably take advantage of the 5700 XT more than the 5500 XT. For me, I've been using it to photo and video edit, and I've had no problems even with the base spec model. There is one demographic that I wouldn't recommend this to, and that's people who really need portability. It's pretty much impossible to bring the 27-inch screen with you. So for those who really need performance and portability, these 16-inch MacBook Pros are the kind of your only option. But for me, right now, during these times, I can sacrifice the portability for performance. So why don't I wait for the Apple Silicon Macs coming at the end of this year? Well, it's partially because of my impatience, but also partially because I don't think the iMacs in the future are going to have upgradable RAM. Apple, please still allow us to upgrade the RAM ourselves, because the prices you charge are like ridiculous. And this is just speculation, but I also think the port selection is not going to be as good on the new iMacs. If you want to run Boot Camp and run Windows on your machine, you really can't on the Apple Silicon chips. So this is the last iMac that can run Windows. But it's mostly because of my impatience, right? I personally can take advantage of the things I can do on this machine right now. So that's why I pulled the trigger. During these times, it seems like everyone's really getting into like their personal hobbies and interests. So for creatives, this iMac is really all you need. You have no excuses to not make what you want to make. This iMac is definitely more than capable of handling all the tasks you want to do. Let me know your thoughts below. I'll be editing more videos discussing the benchmarks and more nitty-gritty type things about the iMac soon. I also edit in Final Cut, so I'll be editing a video about the performance of this iMac with Final Cut and comparing it with my Hackintosh. So subscribe to get notified when those videos are released. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video.